Hi guys, I'm back and I am going to be making the Jewelweed Salve. So I have a basic salve recipe. If you want to grab a pen and write this down, I'll share it with you. But I make this for all my salve. I use beeswax, shea butter, and olive oil infused with whatever herb that I want. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of essential oil, but most of the time I just infuse my oil. So in the last video, 2 videos, you saw me infuse my oil with the jewelweed, and I just use organic olive oil, cold pressed olive oil, and the herb, and then I let it simmer. I did the quick method this time because I didn't have time. She's kind of wanting it now. So I did the quick method to get her some salve. And I just used my crock pot over 2 days and turned it off, turned it on, turned it off, turned it on, let it heat up, let it soak up all of that jewelweed into the mixture. So I am going to get you started. I'm actually going to double my recipe that I usually use because I want to have enough ingredient to make several tins for her. So I am going to use, my normal recipe is 1.75 ounces of infused olive oil, 0.25 ounces of shea butter, and 0.25 ounces of beeswax. So I use local beeswax. Here's a chunk I just got some grated off to use in this recipe. I get it down the street from me, and then I use organic shea butter. And I ordered this shea butter off of Amazon. This is unrefined, organic, raw, natural, 100% shea butter. You can also get refined. This has a little bit of a smell like the shea smell, kind of a smoky smell, I guess, if you want to describe it. The refined doesn't, but I just buy the unrefined because I figure less processed is better. So that's what I use. So I am going to just get that going, and I'm going to have to heat this up in the top of a double boiler to melt the shea butter and the beeswax. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out. I think you can see my shea butter. I already pulled some out of my container here, and like I said, I'm going to double, so I'm going to use ½ an ounce. And there we are. Wow, that was luck. Let me make sure I'm even. I want the same amounts, no matter what your weight is, the same amounts of shea butter and beeswax. So this is actually 0.4 here, so I do need to grate a little bit more. Let me get to put it on. I just use these napkins to put it on because it's not a big amount. So I just need 0.1 of this. So let me grate a little bit more. This is the worst part of making this, is grating this beeswax. Not the easiest thing to do. Okay, so hopefully this is enough. Yes, perfect. Okay, so I have 0.5 ounces of beeswax, 0.5 ounces of shea butter, and then I'm going to, my normal recipe is 1.75, so I'm going to double that. What's that, 3.5, I think? 1, 2, yeah, 3.5. So, yeah, of the infused olive oil ounces. So I'll weigh everything. So I'm going to get this out of the way. And I am going to get the top of my double boiler. And I'm going to weigh it out. It's usually about a ½ cup. There you are. Doesn't look like a lot, does it? Anyway, that's going to be it. So, like I said, I'll get all of that melted together, and then we'll pour it into little tins. So, I'll come back and do that. Okay, guys, I've got my hot plate here, if you can see it. My hot plate here with my water boiling, and I have added the beeswax, shea butter, and olive oil to it. And then I am just going to stir that together. It won't take this long. It takes this shea butter the longest to melt. Get that melted. And then all you're going to do from there is you're going to pour it in your metal tins or glass container, whatever you're going to use for this. So it's almost done. I'll probably make another batch because it did not take as much of the olive oil that I had infused as I thought it would. So I'll probably make another batch for my friend. And I'll probably keep a batch for myself because, like I said in the first video, I get poison ivy myself. So probably a good thing to have. This is only going to make 2 or maybe 3 at the most tins. So I get these little black tins. Let me see if I can show them to you. I get these little black tins off of Amazon, and I'll share that link with you down below. I use these for everything. Sometimes I get a silver one, sometimes I get a black one, and then I buy the little waterproof labels so I can label what's in them. So I get all that off of Amazon. So my concoction here is melted. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And y'all see how easy this is to make. So we'll get that turned off. I'm going to push my whole thing out of the way so I can pour this up. And I might not have enough for 3 of these, but I have some smaller tins. I'll get these off of Amazon too. They're great, like if you were going camping or keeping your purse or whatever to have handy. I keep one of these with cayenne salve that I make in my purse. When I get a little achy, I rub it on. So I got that turned off. It is all melted, y'all. So I am going to just dry this off because I don't want to get water in my tin. So I'm just going to pour it. So it'll be hot. So let me see how you can see it the best. Okay, it smells good. I can smell that shea butter. There it is. And when it cools, it will harden. So I don't know if I have enough for a whole tin. Not quite, but you know what? It's probably more than that smaller one. So there it is. There's your 3 tins, or 2.5 tins of salve. So when that cools, it'll harden. Put the lid on, put a label on it, and it's ready to go. Alright, well thanks for watching.